Hi, this is Neil Scoggins with City of Refuge Community Church with this week's Bible Study Rewind. This past Tuesday night, we were doing an open forum as it relates to Bible study. We'll be doing that for the next couple of weeks, actually throughout the month of June, and then we'll go back to another series in July. Don't miss it. Don't forget to join us every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. We meet at 3400 Roosevelt Road in the city of Little Rock. We start at 7 p.m. and Bible study is great. We had quite a few folks to actually come out this past Tuesday night. Had a great time after the Bible study. Some of the guys kind of get together and we talk guy stuff, so it's a lot of fun. But everybody is welcome. Don't be afraid. You can bring your children there as well. We have a great time on Tuesday nights. Again, this past Tuesday night we had an open forum. Someone asked a question prior to us getting there about salvation, and we actually talked about what it means to be saved. We went through what we call the Roman road to salvation. And I asked the question, how many people have actually heard of the Roman road to salvation? And you would be surprised at the number of people that have never heard of the Roman road. And, given the things that are going on in the world, people are leaving here left and right. There are many of us that need to be secure in knowing whether or not we are saved. In other words, are you locked in? Is your eternity secure? Do you know where you're going after the undertaker takes your body? We talked about Romans 3:23 reminding us that everyone has sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. Romans 6:23 says that the wages or the payment of sin is death. And we talked about that death literally means a separation from your source. And we tried to figure out, what really is our source? What is our source? As a human being, what's our source? In Genesis chapter 1, verse 26, it said that God formed man from the dust of the ground, breathed into him, and man became a living being. That's Romans 1:26, and also in Genesis 1:26 and Genesis 2 as well. What that means is that we would not even be in existence. We would not even be here. None of us would be here as human beings if it were not for the mind of God, the mind of Christ, and the wisdom of God to breathe into dust, a piece of himself into dust, and we came into being. That's why we should take life seriously. Our life is a vapor, but our life is serious. When we mistreat our lives, when we treat our lives like they don't mean anything, we're taking for granted the breath that God breathed into that dust that we call a body. But when we mistreat it, eventually, if we don't get reconnected back to God by accepting the blood of Jesus Christ on the cross of Calvary, we end up being disconnected from God. And when you are disconnected from your source, there is no life. You show me something that has been disconnected from its source, and I'll show you no life. A tree that is disconnected from the ground that it came from, there is no life. Life happens when you are reconnected to the source. Peace happens when you know who your source is. And blessings come when you depend on your source instead of the resources that man places before us. Man, we had a great time this past Tuesday night. Again, this coming Tuesday night, it's open forum. Bring your questions, or you can inbox us, and we'll deal with those questions at Bible study. Don't forget, every Tuesday night, 7 p.m., 3400 Roosevelt Road in Little Rock, you can bring your friends, invite your friends, and allow them to come. They don't have to be a member of City of Refuge. Matter of fact, if they're not a member of anybody's church, that's who we want to show up at Bible study. My name is Neil Scoggins. We are City of Refuge Community Church, and this has been Bible Study Rewind.